Hey guys, in this video we'll talk about the plan of action that an attacker follows, and then we'll see the same plan in action. So all the excitement coming up. Hey, what is up guys, Asko here bringing you Clash of Clans attack development video, and in this video we'll talk about the two bases that we'll discuss first, and then we'll see them in all the action. So the first base that you're seeing right now was taken by my clanmate Yang, and as you can see it seems like a pretty decent and non-meta base, but actually it is kind of difficult base to take if you do not do it right, or if you bait into the defenders. Like if you what defender planned is like queen in a secluded area. So if you start from this direction, your kill squad will diversify very much and will not go in a single direction, and that will kill your raid. So basically the important thing to note down in these type of metabases is that you do not if directly go into the mouth where the defender wants you to go. So take care. So in this raid, in this base, we can see that all the fort air defenses are actually quite accessible if we go from this direction. Now since the queen is quite offset, we might want to do a stone raid that is using a third golem as well. As you can see in the army composition, Toyang takes 3 golems, 8 wizards for creating a funnel, 4 wall breakers for taking down for wall breaking this compartment, and 18 balloons. We'll discuss about the balloon roll later. And Toyang does not take a single lava hound, because since if all the air defenses will be down, there is absolutely no use for a lava hound to tank, because that much of tankage is can be done by balloons themselves. Now the plan is, so the basic plan that Toyang follows is that doing a stone raid from this direction, 3 golems, creating a funnel, a wide long funnel, so that the bowlers go inside this compartment, wall breaking into this compartment, and making sure that all the troops go into this compartment. Now once the troops get into this compartment, then what we have to do, we have to take a jump to this compartment, and then we'll have to take a jump to this compartment, because finally we need to take down the queen, just in case she does not crosses the wall. And as well, since we are doing a stone raid, that meaning that we are taking a lot of golems, there is a huge possibility that the golems will survive in this compartment, and we want them to move forward so that they can tank for the back end balloons. Now this was the plan for the kill squad, that to jump around these areas, rage and heal and all that good stuff for the kill squad. So this has been the kill squad deployment. Now deploying the balloons is actually quite different after the update. You need to drop like 3 balloons on a cannon, 2 balloons on an archer tower, 2 balloons on a mortar, and this is for cannon. You need to drop 3 balloons. You need to keep in mind that. So what Toyang does is that basically he takes this much of the compartment basically with his kill squad, the queen with his kill squad, and all the spell that he has, he's are expended on this kill squad deployment. And the loons do not need actually any kind of spell, and it's very easy, like surgical deployment of the loons. And this base is wrecked, guys. This base is wrecked. So this is a very solid plan. And notice that Toyang has a one skeleton spell right here. The skeleton spell is just in case the queen do not die, or if you want to distract any like splash building, or a hot area for splash building that can damage your balloons, or if you want to make sure that your cleanup is right, so you can drop it around the periphery of the base, so that if any defense is left that is cornered, you can drop the skeleton spell for cleanup. So that is to be adjusted on the fly, and we'll see where Toyang used his skeleton spell. So let's quickly jump into the main action and let's see how it goes. So now that we have discussed the plan of action, let's quickly jump in and see the plan in action and see how it actually goes, and let's discuss about it. As you can see, the raid is super short, under 2 minutes raid, and you can see the efficiency by that. There comes the golem, the stoned entry from 3 to 6, wizards for cleanup of the trash building, so that the kill squad gets inside. The wall breakers will definitely break the central compartment. Here goes the king, queen, bowlers all moving inside. The king plays an important role in luring all the troops inside basically, and there comes the CC, there comes the poison for that, there comes the rage, there comes the heal, everything good stuff coming on just simultaneously. So you need to be quick on your fingers. Practice as much spell deployment as you can. That is the one good thing to practice around. And there comes the second jump to take down the opponent queen. As you can see, the opponent queen does not takes on the wall. That is why the second jump is very important. The king basically takes the queen, 1x bow, and the kill squad takes insane amount of the base, and that is crazy, man. See, man, it's like 80% of the defenses are already taken by the kill squad, and the balloons are just there for cleanup or taking out some of the other extra tankage trash defenses which are not that dangerous as of now. So the balloons, so many balloons left. It is totally OP. The skeleton spell down for cleanup basically. Queen was down, so he did not need it mid raid. So it was a fantastic attack. This is how a good well planned attack goes, guys. This is a normal well planned clean attack interface that you will get. If you plan an attack well, if you know where you will deploy your spells and your particular troops, each and every attack will go in this way. So this was the plan of action of Toyang's plan. Let's discuss another base that we have for this video. Alright guys, so this is the second base that we'll discuss in this video, and as you can see, this base was taken by clanmate TY. He's an awesome attacker, and he used a queen walk cold-blooded hobo technique to get on this base. Now as you can see, there is an anchor mortar right here. Now in a queen walk hobo attack, basically you need an anchor defense that where basically your queen and your golem squad will meet and then go forward together. So what he does, what he plans basically is a queen walk from around this direction, like this, clearing off these buildings essentially, because otherwise the queen will definitely go above the 12 o'clock direction, above the 3 o'clock direction, which we do not want, which we absolutely do not want. So while the queen is taking down a town hall area and the gold storage, you can the plan is to drop 2 wizards here so that they can clear out some of the trash and make sure the queen does not walk the other way. As you move around as the queen moves around this path, notice that there are so many high HP buildings, and that is why this raid is very time taking. And as you can see, I think TY takes 2 minutes and 54 seconds to complete this raid, and that is why you need to be very quick on your fingers in deploying the spells and the troops, because queen walk sometimes might be a little slow developing, and which I have obviously discussed in my previous videos as well. Now what happens is that the plan is that the queen will walk from this direction, taking down the opponent queen. There is a rage which will be required in this area because there are 2 archer towers and an opponent queen that will be shooting at the archer queen at that moment. As soon as the archer queen reaches up to this point, we'll deploy our golems and clear out all these trash buildings beforehand, because these are free and can be cleared by a couple of minions. And then we'll funnel our bowlers and king inside this compartment, and basically wall breaking this compartment and jumping this compartment, a poison and a rage for this compartment. Now as soon as this much stuff is down, the opponent king is down, opponent queen is down, and the opponent CC is down, with a couple of other defenses like this wizard tower and these defenses, they are down. And so basically you covered this much area with your kill squad. Now the area remaining for the hogs is around this much, and that can be easily taken down by the surgical hog deployment from this direction, from this direction, from this direction, and dropping. Now mind it guys, it's not a fresh raid, so we know where the Tesla farm is. The Tesla farm is around this area, and that is why we'll need a heal around this area, because there are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 point defenses that would be shooting at the hog, and that will be dangerous if we do not do it right. So the basic plan again is to follow down the queen along this path, clearing this trash building using wizards, clearing this trash using a couple of minions because they are free, because there is nothing to shoot at them, dropping the golem here, creating the funnel, dropping the bowlers and king wall breaking this compartment, jumping this compartment, a rage and a poison for the opponent CC, and then dropping surgically. As soon as this is done, surgically dropping all the hog, surgical hog deployment technique around this area and this area, heal around this area, because there are too many point defenses that will be shooting at the hog at that moment of time. So this is the basic plan that TY followed, that TY had in mind while he was attacking. Now let's jump into the attack and let's see how the attack goes. Alright, so now that we have discussed the plan of action, let's jump into the action and let's see the plan in action. So jumping into TY's attack right now. As you can see, the attack was like a really clutch situation. And there comes the queen. I hope you remember the pointers. If not, I'll be guiding you throughout the attack as well. There comes the queen. She takes the cold storage and wizard working their way on the elixir storages. The couple of wizards helping the queen with the queen walk. Definitely it is required because there are too much amount of trash and high HP buildings there. The wizards creating a funnel for at the top, at the 3 o'clock top, to make sure the queen goes down. There comes the healer. As you can see in the bottom 6 o'clock direction, minions are working and creating a very easy free funnel for the bowlers to go inside that air sweeper compartment. There comes the poison for the opponent queen. There is the Tesla there actually, and there is a Tesla, and I think I misjudged the Tesla. Okay, there might be some 2 Teslas other place as well. Anyway, there comes the rage. The queen has done a pretty good amount of job, and the wizards definitely did a lot of cleanup. There comes the wall breaker should be down quick. There comes the wall breaker. Soon it will be followed by bowlers and king. Opponent CC is out. Poison for the CC and the rage for the CC to be soon deployed. There comes the rage for that compartment. Bowlers, king, queen, golem, healers all moving inside. Healers healing the troops continuously, and that is the beauty of that, because after this point on, the healers leave your queen and actually heal your bowlers and golem, which sustains up throughout the raid, and that we'll see in this attack as well. There comes the surgical deployment of the hogs, and there comes the Tesla farm. Actually, I little bit misread the Tesla farm direction. Anyway, it's not all bad. It's partially good. Anyway, the healers still healing the bowlers and the king and bowlers taking down some of the defenses under the healer. There comes the heal spell. There comes the rest of the hogs. The 2 hog spell, the 2 hogs are left, and that we will deploy at the end of the raid. That is the normal regular deployment pattern that we follow. King taking a substantial amount of the base, getting all healed up by the healers, and this base is wrecked, guys. This base at this point, this base is wrecked. Absolute attack. But mind it, guys, you need to in these slow developing attacks, put your cleanup fast. Don't wait until all the defenses are down. Take as much as cleanup as you can take more wizards than hogs. Don't be deficient on wizards, otherwise you will definitely run out of time. And this is here just a quick cleanup. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This has been the attack development video, and I will post more of the attack development videos in the future. This is A Square signing out.